It's Madden NFL 24, and we'll see Chris Olave. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Saints and the Pats, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 24.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here come the Saints to take over for the first time. And here's the new man under center after 9 seasons as a Raider. Derek Carr is the guy.
It's going to take some time to adjust to seeing Carr running out in a new uniform instead of black and silver. It's black and gold. 35,000 yards and over 200 touchdowns with the Raiders. The Saints more than willing to let him air it out all game long to a talented group of pass catchers in the Big Easy.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. Derek Carr, very precise throw of the football. What's the game plan for going up against him? You know, it used to be take away the short stuff, I know, but he's more than a dink and dunker, right?
And you are right about that. Great analysis of him because he has evolved as a thrower. Now he can push the ball downfield, but still, the number one things you want to take away, short passes, intermediate passes. So sharp, precise, and accurate, you've got to sit on those routes in order to cause him problems.
Carr now on first down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And the Patriots are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now a short one to Gesicki, finding space at the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but
rush coming, and he's taken down. Isaiah Foskey brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing Jones. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will take over at at the 26-yard line.
Tell me I didn't just see these first two possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do
better?
Maybe not better, huh? Worse? Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Shotgun now for Carr. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Here's Carr. And the pressure gets to him again. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
And Judon continues to be a home run signing by New England. Had a breakout 12.5 sacks his first year there. Up that number to 15.5 last season. Good for 4th in the NFL.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And he's going to have the Patriots first down as he'll take this forward to the 27. The Patriots had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And Charles, they were losers last time. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They run once more with Stevenson. And some room to work. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. That'll be a New England first down and gain of 12.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Now Jones. Pass complete once again to Bourne. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Well, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Stevenson will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Jones. Touchdown! Kendrick Bourne. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was Kendrick Bourne who was able to cap things off with a touchdown. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. To throw, it's Carr. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Carr. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Jawan Bentley, the one to get in and finish off the play. And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Well, they'll fake the jet sweep there and instead hand it Kamara. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Here's Jones. Shreds the tackle. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 70-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man is Bourne. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe. And a fake here. Direct snap to the out man. There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football because now, not only did you not get it, and you really had no chance to, what a short field that you turned the ball over to the other offense.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete there to Thomas. And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
On first down, Carr. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Third down throw incomplete as well.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
The kick by Lutz is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another fourth down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, and they are just about ready to head to halftime with the Dolphins on top. The Dolphins seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. From there, we'll head up to Indy to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And at halftime, they trail the visiting Titans in that ball game. Ryan Tannehill looking good. 2 touchdown passes. Finally, let's take the trip across the Atlantic. See what's happening over in London, where it was the Jaguars in their yearly visit who were able to come out on top. Trevor Lawrence, sharp in the victory, as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. The Pats got a solid first half of play from their quarterback, Mac Jones. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far. Our 2 teams making their final preparations for the second half. And as they do, we send it back out to Foxborough, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And the Patriots going to take over here to start quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Roughing the passer. Defense.
So the incomplete pass there, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
A little bit of daylight on that first touchdown run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play. We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Again, it's Stevenson. Oh, look at the juke. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, New Orleans. Juwan Johnson, 81 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. And he returns this to the 22. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. A give for Stevenson, running right. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And they get him down, but now the third takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On the handoff, Stevenson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 and 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Jones got the connection here to Bourne. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On second down, it's Stevenson. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
On third down, here's Stevenson. And they snap him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up fourth down. On now the rookie fourth-round pick, Chad Ryland, for the Patriot field goal. And his kick is indeed good, and that will finish off this third quarter of play. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score of the final play of the third quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. Carr going to lead the Saints up here first and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Kamara. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Set. At the Saints' 27-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Oh, that would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with a switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Touchdown, Patriots! Kendrick Bourne with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Patriots have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. A little juke, and they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
And the Saints first down.
Now Carr. Back to Kamara for another catch. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
93.
Carr to throw on second down. That one complete downfield to Johnson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 14-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On second down, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. And now out come the Patriots. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A big play here. 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and
Jones. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. This time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's second down. Now a handoff. Stevenson. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Back to Stevenson on first down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Second down, 8 yards to go. Here's Jones. Open man, the tight end, Henry. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here we go, first and goal. Here's Stevenson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Again, Stevenson. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. They'll run with Stevenson. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
This is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So time for Carr and the Saints. Down 24-17, 35 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Now Carr. Connecting with Johnson. Oh, what a juke into space. And he is out of bounds, so a spectacular start. One play, and they're up past the 40. Carr to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his helmet. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try to push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. Now Carr, gotta have this one. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles, and that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think hope was wearing one jersey and worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So for New England, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.